Okay, so let's finish running through Pavlov. Let's go back through it. We talked about here's how you select your file type. Right now we're only operating in CSV and XLSX. We really only have multi-sheet is what I recommend. That's what Pavlov was really built for. I was doing single sheet as a favor to a friend, and I think it could be useful. You know, it's a common file. I'll show you what. Well, actually, yeah, sure. Let's do it. Browse. Let's go through it. Pavlov, data sources, Grotzer. Okay, so this is a bunch of Grotzer data. It's these columns of metadata and then columns of chemical concentration values. Take a better peek. Okay, that's an old one. Show me. Oh, it's taking time. So if you're going to import, actually, that might not be why. I'm not sure why this is taking so much time, to be honest with you. To let me peek at the Memphis Aquifer chemistry thing. I expect it'll come up, but maybe it hasn't. Maybe it won't. Oh yeah, it has to. There we go. Nope, doesn't want to run. Oh well, that sucks. Yeah, so that's going to be, I would really like to see that, because then I would know what to name my columns. The height column were all the ones that started with P code. We'll just look at it in here. Yeah, so these are all the column names, and so I care about everything that starts with a P. And then I care about site ag. Okay. I don't know what I would put this in, because it doesn't really fall into these group things. But it needs to have a name. P. Great. I would just put in some junk names, because right now it won't run otherwise. Sorry. Okay, let's see what happens here. This might not run. I haven't done this style in a little while. Yeah. It's wrong. I need to update some stuff. It's in the imports. I've been going through the way I'm running the color import. It's supposed to be easy for developers. Let me show you that. So this is my plugin file. So like this is the original create FBX thing. But if you go down to a certain point, where are we? Let's see. Data point right here. This is it. This is the stuff. Boom. This is the export function that is set in the GUI. And it says it's going to call that export option to create the geometry node for every single triangle or whatever shape geometry in the FBX model. So this is the data point level of how is a data point created. It's happening right here. And then it's adding it to a data's node, or more than one, and then that node gets added to each file object, where each file object is the physical thing in space. It's like a curve. It is what comes from a file, which we call a data object in other places, but I think curve is a great name. But it's like if you were to print a chess piece of the damn thing and then you wanted to move it around and talk about data, it would be the data, each data object. Yeah. So anyway, so that plugin, what is that plugin? I want to know what plugin this is. Export function. Okay, so we are inside of the create FBX object right now. So I would say this won't run. It did not run. Good. So it won't tell me what that is right now because it never finished running. But if I knew what it was, which I actually do know what it is, it's the export for creating bars for Michael Grotzer. That's the one I like to use. Oh, so it would have been line graph. So this is, it says like, hey, what does the plugin itself do? And this is what's going to run. And so it's going to determine the name, it's going to determine the color, and it's going to determine the control points. So color has actually been offloaded. It does something else now. But this is how the control points. So this is where the 3 control points come from the raw data. Right there. Color is a weird one because we now have a